Alright, well, let's have a peek at this board here, shall we? See if we can't do something with that. So first things first. Remove a couple of screws. Or one screw. Two screws. Whatever screws. Whatever many of these buggers are there. There's two. Now, let's see. Pretty sure this board just plugs in. Pretty sure it does. So she should just pop right off. Oh, one more screw. And you can't see nothing, can you? Let's back her out here a few feet. Oh, welcome to my junk shelf, or bench. Junk bench, there you go. And my workbench, I call it junk bench. Alright. As you can see, it is a board that can be removed. So, let's have a peek here, shall we? First things first, let's turn off that TV. So get all that noise out of the way. Let's see here. Let's see. Don't appear to be any damage. There looks. Thinking. Don't appear to be trace damage. Traces appear to be safe. Alright. Let's resolder these. Imagine how hot a soldering iron can be. Crazy, isn't it? First things first, touch up the solder joints. There. Alright, those three. Let's get these other four. One, two, three. Touch up this side a little bit again. Don't like the way the solder is actually. There we go. Here we are. Resoldered. As you can tell. Alright, let's get this put back on the board and break out the LCD. Right. this board back on. Take one more look for bad solder joints. If that was broken, I'd say there's probably more of them. Looks alright. Also noticed potentiometer's got no nuts on them. Very good. Unless they're in the bag there, which is possible, I guess. Screws back in. Where the hell were they all to now? One here. One back here. So we can get them in there. This is where magnetic screwdrivers comes in handy, let me tell you. And one right there. Alright. Oh, you're still too low. Jesus, boys. Oh, right there. Try that. Alright, anyway. So, got that fixed. Now, let's have a peek in the bag here, see what's there. What we got? There we go. Oh, there's the nuts. There's the nuts for the potentiometers. Oh, white clip and everything. Alright, so here is the actual LCD display board. Right there. That's the actual LCD display board for the HTX 242. All the little pins which plug into the main board over here. So let's get the LCD put on. Pads looks okay. Just don't look solid screws. Apparently he's having trouble with the LCD, but it's odd for an LCD display itself to go bad, but it can happen, obviously. It's just weird that it does. Straighten these out. Right. Okay, the rubber. Let's see, get this off. How well is the rubber attached to the LCD? Not very much on that side. The LCD is not broken, which is a plus. It's quite possible we can get this radio working. I don't knock that rubber strip off any more than it is anyway. There we go, push him in there. The rubber strip is not exactly straight. Don't know how particular the LCD display is with that, but let's see if we can straighten up this. It looks well bent up. There we go. Pretty bent up, that's for sure. Pretty little players can't fix it. Bye. Let's get the LCD back in there. You get the LCD back screen, see? That's what actually gives it its color. With the loop bulbs. And that just sits there. Looking pretty. At least it's supposed to sit there. I don't think it wants to die. It's just being a nuisance. Come on, yeah, little nuisance. I think it sits there, though, or sit on the... Maybe it sits there. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I had the 242 taken apart, let me tell you. Don't... No. Definitely not. So it sits there. Okay. Now, fun part is to get all these stripped to line up with all that... with all them things there, eh? And that does not fit there. So you have to turn the LCD around by the looks of it. And you can see how the rubber pad along here, it's not lining up. Well, it needs that to make contact with the pad on this board. They don't line up just so. Well, they don't work. Simple as that. If you find this boring, you might want to skip ahead. But I'm going to just keep it recording here. Tabs back. That's what actually keeps her in place. Pretty be sitting right. This, as you can see, this is not quite lining up. Because these steel tabs should be able to slide right over the circuit board. But you see the level of the circuit board versus the metal. So, I'm wondering, do I got this backwards? thinking I might have that backwards. So let's just loosen off these tabs here again. Because there you go. This side here apparently has to go on first before this side. Don't ask me why. Just the way she wants to be. Bring this one out. Bring this one out. So after you're all done and finished and said, your tabs should look like that. Something like that. I know that one there is a bit messed up, but how many times has this board been off? So, let's get serious here. Let's get these knobs off. Let's get this here put on. Okay. You know something? I think I've completely assembled this incorrectly. I have assembled the LCD, this part here. I've actually done it completely wrong. Oh, because I was just thinking, okay, the connectors for these are on the, when you put this filler on, it's on the other side. How the hell is it supposed to connect? Well, I guess we'll soon find out. Won't we? Because this board is pushed on. There's a right and wrong way to doing this. I'm still thinking I'm wrong. It could be right. It could be right, but I've been known to be wrong before. See, this one is not making sense. Because if this subboard plugs in first, that sits there. Like so. like that. How to? I mean, you gotta be able to see it. And you can't see it like that. Something's not right here. I'm gonna pause video for a second. I gotta figure something out here. Dawned on me. I have to assemble the LCD display around this board. That's what it is. That's what I'm doing wrong. See, you put that board on back of this plastic. Then you put your rubber on. Your yellow screen, anyway, which would sit behind the LCD. Yeah, I know there's probably people that are laughing. Oh, you do it like this, you do it like that, and do it like something else. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you know something? I'm doing this without a manual, without a service manual. And it's been like, I don't know, 10 years since I've ever took a 242 apart, the front board of one. So yeah, I kind of forget how this works. But there is a trick to it. Hell if I knows what it is, but there's a trick to it. But when I knows, you guys will know. Pretty sure that goes on there. LCD. Plastic will line up and that'll be alright. You see how it's supposed to work there now, right? Steel tabs comes out true. Yeah, that's how this goes together. Trying to figure out how in the hell this plastic part here works. See, I'm doing this all completely wrong. Because this goes in there. I'm back the LCD first, then the guard goes on. That's how she works. Like that. Then she slides in here. Whoop. Slides in here. Oops, still wrong. God almighty. I was right the first time. Slides in here. And I'm still wrong. Jeez. Slides there. God almighty. Yeah, I think I got her. There we go. I think. I think she's right there now. say, here we go. So now we bend these tabs over on top of the plastic. That then locks her in. These ones here go on top of the other board. The other board then gets sandwiched on top of this one. Ah, I got her now, I got her. Don't want the plastic at all. Again, I gotta keep the rubber pushed in. Otherwise it's not going to line up or nothing. Which won't allow the LCD display to even work. Alright. So I put this in there. Like so. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Don't know where we're getting, but we're getting somewhere. She goes like that. She goes like that. That's how the LCD goes on that. Boom, chugga-lugga, see? And your rubber pad gets sandwiched right in here. The pressure keeping this is the tabs, keeps everything locked in place. Now we can go ahead and plug her in. If everything's right, she should just plug right into the plug there and go down. There we go. That's how she's done. Look at that. Alright. Let's get the front panel now. Front panel. Some assembly required. Now, keep these buttons from ever coming out again. Just gonna melt the plastic a little bit. And the 4 little starts here. There we go. And that'll keep these buttons, these bottom buttons, from popping out again. Power button, well, there's not much you can do with that. It is what it is. Alright, so now we can go ahead and put a few washers and nuts and whatnot on. The washer's a little bit big. Oh, I don't think these washers are meant for these screws, for these controls. Probably, no, I don't know where these washers came from, but I don't think they're for them. So anyways, let's put these guys on. There's not really room for that. I don't know if we sent the right hardware with this, to be honest with you. Hopefully he did. I'll be a happy camper. It'll get this work and leave me more happy. Like I say, this is part 2. This series may end up going further, depending if I can get this radio to work or not. They don't want to line up properly though, I don't think. You go on squish or something. I think I got them there now. Alrighty. Front face on. Everything should line up. Keyword should. If it don't, something is not put together right. She doesn't lock right in. There we go. Clip, clip, and clips. That knob on. Put that knob on. Put that knob on. There we go. Here we are. HTX 242. Now, the only thing that this display is not going to work now is if the rubber pad in here that connects between the LCD display and that subboard, if they're not lining up properly, this display is either not going to work correctly at all, like not show up anything, or it may have half a display, a quarter of a display, or no display, or just random foolishness on the screen. And that's what the rubber pad can do if it's not lined up properly. So I guess the only thing to do here now is power this bad boy up and see what she does. Like you know what I mean. I know you want to see her powered up. Let's see what happens. Let's give her a shot, shall we? Okay, I've got the radio powered up. Well, power going to it. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. Alright, well, as you can tell, the display ain't doing anything and the radio appears to want to stay powered up. That's not a good sign. This means the radio has more problems than previously anticipated. Time to break out the old voltmeter by the looks of it. See how the voltage regulator's doing if they're doing anything at all. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Just looking at some voltages here. And we have, let's see the power supply is good for a start. We have 14 volts going into the radio. Now, get some voltages here. That's supposed to be a 5-volt regulator. Didn't know what she's doing. You're getting like 5.7 volts in, getting 4.2 volts out. That's not enough for nothing. This one, you got 4.0. 5.7. Audio amp don't have much to run on, about 5 volts max. And 14 volt supply to the RF output. I'm gonna see if I can dig up the service manual and see if these two transistors over here are actually regulators or what the hell they are. I'm talking about the two that's in here. She's also got transistors back here. I'm not exactly sure. 1971. This has to have something to do with pre-driving, obviously. Probably one's for switching and one's for an RF pre-driver. Alright, let's see if we can download a manual. Until then, let's put this up as part 2 and see what part 3 does. Right now, if they're voltage regulators, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing at all. Anywho, stand by.